Is really hard work with History Makers training, but don't let it frighten you, because so much good comes of it, and I just know I'm excited, super excited to get home and put into practice the things that I've learned. It's been really practical. It's been not just concept or theology, but it's been really handed to you with some amazing handles on them, so that you know that you can go home and transform your life and transform your world. Hence the name History Makers.
My name is Aisha Francis, and I've attended History Makers training Level 1 and Level 2. History Makers training totally changed my life. It rocked my world. I was overwhelmed. I was shook. The foundation that I thought I had built was uprooted, but I left absolutely changed. There isn't a training like History Makers out there, but at History Makers training, we implemented on site. We were activated right there. And so I didn't leave with a plan to change. I actually left changed.
This is probably the best thing I have done in all my life, because there was so much of information and just spiritual stuff that I knew. Obviously, I've been pastoring for 15 years, but I had come to a point where I had actually been telling God that I do not want to maintain a Christian club.
Hi, I'm John.
And I'm Marilyn Brooks.
And we took History Makers Level 1.
It was an experience that definitely took you from operating in the natural and shifted you into the supernatural.
It really changed our way of looking at God, of seeking God, of waiting for God's response. Don't you agree?
I agree. And it totally changed our perspective of God being seen in us by the people that we see every day.
So the weekend at History Makers really brought into focus some amazing things. I obviously learned at an information level, at a knowledge level. There's that knowledge transfer, but also experientially. You're learning new stuff. I've been around. I went to seminary, and there's a lot of things that I learned at History Makers that I'd simply never heard before. Just took your mind and your level of thinking to a whole, a whole new level. History Makers certainly does that. Both in what you receive and what you're learning, but also what you experience.
With History Makers, we have this incredible opportunity to go really deep and have the same level, in my opinion, the same level, the same caliber of speaker that we have right in our own area, which just is mind-blowing that we have that right here in Durham region. It's transforming the person, but using the techniques and skills that so much of the motivational and business world have been able to use to bring out the best in their sales staff or the best in their leadership, and then applying it to the everyday person.
Experientially, I would say that there's nothing that I've learned in my lifetime as being a Christian that I could take home and apply as easily and as quickly as I did after I got home from History Makers. To those people who want to make a difference in their life, you need to take this course. This is something that God grabs hold of you with and shakes. And all the dust and the stuff that you thought you were simply falls off, and what's left is what's real. So it's not a point of making you something different, it's more a point of revealing what you can be.